Hello, and we are live again. Hi guys, how are we doing? I am here, so I'm a little bit late today because I had just got Jasmine down for her nap, and I was just making myself a cup of tea, and then suddenly this little head appeared around the door, and she's like, "I don't want to go to bed." I'm like, "But you've just gone down for your nap." So I had to go back and get her to sleep. So yeah. Also, hilariously, I did my nails at the weekend, but these two went wrong. So I did them again last night. And I've done two orange coral ones. Can't really tell that much, can you? From over here. Anyway, so it's just me today because it is Easter Monday. And so the rest of the Sewfrit team are hopefully taking some time off. Hello, Tammy and Virginia. Hi, guys. Or some of the regular viewers are here. That's nice. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Kim. So, so they're still having their nice Easter break. Although Rosie's doing lots of orders for the copy shop, so I'm not sure how relaxing hers has been. I have been literally putting together orders from our Easter sale, like in the morning, in the evening, but yeah, I'm getting through them, and I'm hoping to take lots of nice big sacks of orders to the post office tomorrow. So if you've placed an order, then hopefully it's done. Oh, thank you very much. This is the Heather dress, by the way, guys. You can't see it, but it is a maxi dress. Anyway, we are here to do some kids sewing. So today we are going to be doing some little pouches. I've got some different versions here so that you can be inspired. Okay, so this, like all of our live sew-alongs, are free, and we want them to be free. But if you're watching this and you'd like to support us, then please do go ahead and leave a donation in the link below. So there'll be in the description box our coffee page or Ko-fi page where you can buy us a coffee and support us as we do all these sew-alongs. So I wanted to do a few examples so that I could show you all the different options of what you could do. And this is one, spots, and they've got like a little, hello, a little loop there, so they can turn it into like a little purse envelope. This one, it's not finished quite yet, but this one's got a flower or a star, whatever you want to think of it as there. And I was going to sew that button on it, there, little flower button. And then this one is my monster pouch or wallet, whatever you want to call that. So it's got the eyes that we used for the monsters mobile, and then it's got some jaggedy teeth. And then I was going to put that button on for this one. Okay, so let's start by making one up together. Lots of Yorkshire people here. Hello. Okay. Oops. There we go. Right. So let's make up one. I've got a big piece of felt here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it like 2/3, like that. Okay. Oh, hello, Christine in Australia. Okay, so you're going to fold it like that, and then I'm going to get my nice big scissors, and I'm going to cut it so that it's to the size of the little purse that I want. So you could keep it the full length. You can make them whatever size you want, but I've just cut it like that. Okay, then I'm going to have to think about what I'd like to do with it. So I thought, so I've done a circle one, I've done one with flowers. I thought maybe I'll do kind of a more kind of a girl monster version, perhaps. So I could do some just in pinks and different colours. So I think I might do some jaggedy teeth, or yeah, let's do some jaggedy teeth there. Now this I did with Bonder web. So I used the Bonder web, I put it on the back of the teeth. And then, hello, another person in Yorkshire. Hi, Amanda. I put it on the back of the teeth, and then I ironed that on. And that was the stuff that we used, or I used, in the rainbows last week. And the same with the eyes. These eyes are sticky, but I did use the Bonder web for the felt behind it. Okay, so I'm going to cut myself a little strip. Oh, someone's in Andalusia. Oh, it's international again. Okay, so I'm cutting a strip that is as wide as my purse, like that. And then I'm going to do some teeth zigzagging. So creating some nice sharp teeth. There we go. And that can be my teeth. And I'm going to glue that on with some PVA afterwards. I think that needs to go a bit lower, doesn't it? Probably about there, so that it peeks through. So then I'm going to do some eyes now. Let's have a look at what felt I've got for eyes. A nice colour behind. I've got another bit of purple actually. So what I thought I might do to get some nice shapes is I've got a 10p piece here and I'm going to draw around it. If I do it up here, you can see a bit more clearly what I'm doing, can't you? So I'm going to draw around it. Now this is how I created all the circles for this one. I just drew around a 10p piece and then I glued them on with PVA. And you can, if you're really good at cutting, then you can do two at the same time. Someone's just said pinking shears would be good for the teeth. That's a good point. Yeah, if you've got any pinking shears at home, then you could do some really great teeth with those. So there we go, just 2 eyes. Okay, my monster's taking shape. I've got some little sticky on eyes here as well. And put those on. They'll go on there. Okay, like that. But I also think it'd be nice to do some fun little hair. So I'm going to create some crazy little hair. So what I'm going to do is just cut a little piece like this. Morning, Lorraine. Happy Monday. I'm going to cut a little piece like this and then I'm going to snip up into it. I mean, you really can do anything. And then that can go on the top. I'm going to try and hold everything up like that. Okay, so we need to glue these things on. So let's do some gluing. Now, I haven't got a brush for my glue, so that's going to be interesting, potentially messy. I've got a piece of cardboard though, so I'm just going to fashion something. Just make a little glue stick out of a piece of cardboard. There we go. Now this is PVA glue. It's got some glitter in it because it's actually what we've been using for decoupage stuff that we've been doing, Jazzy and I, but it's absolutely fine. I mean, it's a waste of the glitter because it won't be seen, but so I'm just putting thin layer along, trying to go quite close to the bottom of the teeth, but it doesn't matter if you don't get it all the way there because then the teeth will lift up and that's quite nice, isn't it? Okay, so then we can stick that on. There. Teeth on. So now we need to do the same with the eyes. If we fold that back down, then we can see what we're doing. Okay. Oops, Mr. Sticky Eye is coming with me. I don't need you yet, Mr. Eye. Oh, I've done that on the wrong way. That's annoying. I'm just going to cut the pen off. That was the side that I could see a bit of pen and I was meant to put the glue on the side with the pen so you couldn't see the pen. Let's just trim that pen off. Okay. And then, oops. Ooh, I just hit my funny bone. Zzz. That was a bit of PVA on there. On it goes. One slightly smaller now, but that doesn't matter. Okay. And then I'm going to put my eyes on. Now these are great. These are stickers. You have to use your nails though to get them off on your teeth. And stick him on. And then the other one. Don't mind me, guys. Just getting there we go. Ooh, it's still a bit wet, that glue, but there we go. Now for the hair, I think I'm going to have to stitch that on because I don't think it will stay. So I think we're at the point now where we can do some sewing. So what I'm going to do is, put some pins in just to hold my 2 layers together on my felt purse at the open edges, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to get some thread. What colour shall we use? I think I'm going to just go with something that will blend relatively well. That's all right, a nice purple bit. Okay. And I'm just going to go into that. Now I realise with a lot of these projects that I've been doing, this is the 3rd sew along that I've done for children. So we've already done the monster mobile, we've already done the rainbow to hang in the window, and this is our 3rd one. And I realise that some of you might be struggling to get hold of materials, so we have been sorting out whether we could get some packs together, and we have managed to do that. And I just thought I was meant to mention it at the beginning, but here they are. So we've got some packs together that have monster eyes in them. We're also going to put some sequins in them as well. And then feathers, embroidery threads of different colours, and 10 pieces of felt. So these packs, plus also a needle, or 2 needles I think it is. So these packs will hopefully, because the team are all on holiday, I haven't been able to get these up online, but they'll be up online tomorrow. We have got a limited amount of them, but if you make sure that you follow us on @SewOverItLondon, then you'll get hold, you can find out when we'll put that up on there. They're going to be £8.50. So yeah, so you've got 5 different colour threads, 10 pieces of felt, little sticky eyes, feathers, and you'll be able to do the projects that I'm doing with this pack. So yes, it'll be up online tomorrow. Just didn't want to bother anybody about it over this weekend, and I wasn't able to do it myself. So but yeah, I know my sister's already ordered one for her children. So I'm now just going to go in like that, and I'm just going to do a little running stitch. Now if you've done some sewing before, then you might be okay doing this with a single thread, but if you haven't, the best thing you can do is you tie a knot in the 2 ends of your thread. So like we did in the other projects, you knot them together like that, and then it means that your needle can't come out. But if you feel like you're used to dealing with a needle on a single thread, then you can of course do what I'm doing. So we're just going in and out, really easy running stitch. So next week, guys, I haven't talked about what project I'm going to do for this session, but I thought I would do another form of mobile, but with different coloured felt flowers on it. Those of you that know me and follow me on my Lisa Comfort Home account know that I'm a big fan of flowers, but also at the moment there's so many lovely flowers blossoming. I felt very inspired, and I thought I'm going to show everybody how to make some lovely felt flowers. And adults might want to join in because you could use them for cards or other little bits and bobs. So yeah, we'll do that next week. Okay. Our schedule isn't quite up actually for next week yet, guys, but I will be putting it all up. Tomorrow it will go up. And what I was thinking of doing is next week doing Monday for children, and then doing another beginner project, but maybe a beginner dress making project. We'll see on the Monday. So after this session today at 2 o'clock, I will be doing a drawstring bag if you want to join me for that, but I'll talk to you a bit more about that at the end. So I'm now just going through here, in and out, little running stitch again. Okay, in You do need to have quite a sharp needle. So in the packs that we're selling, we will be giving you the needles that I'm using because they are great, but they are quite sharp. So if you're sewing with little ones, I mean, I sort of have done this project with a 5-year-old before, but you do need to be careful of the sharp needle then. Okay. So, and then we'll just knot that off at the end. Okay, we can take our pins out then, and we've got our little pouch formed. Woohoo! So now we've just got to stitch this on. So you could change your thread, but I'm just going to make it easy, I'm just going to keep my thread on, and I'm going to, I wonder if actually it should be there. I think that would be good, wouldn't it, if it was behind like that, so it popped up. So let's sew it there. So it might help to put a little pin in, like that. And then I've got a knot in the end of my thread, and I'm just going to do exactly the same running stitch, but I'm going to do little small stitches this time. There we go. Pull that out the other side. Let's do a little knot to secure it. And trim those off. Okay. Oh, my glue's coming off there. Let's put a little bit more on. Really, you should wait for your glue to dry before you're putting it onto, before you're doing any sewing, because it just means that might keep happening. So you can see from the back, just did a little running stitch. So the last thing we need to do is put a button on it and make a loop. Now I think I brought a button that would have worked for this, but who knows where it has gone now. This is a great project for raiding your spare button collection, because it doesn't really matter, you just need one button. So I've just got a little white button here, and I just raided my mum's. You know, if you keep buttons from garments, when you get that spare button, and then obviously the garment's long gone, but the button is still in the button tin. This is a good one for using up those buttons. So that's quite satisfying knowing that you're putting it to use again. Okay, so we want the button to be about there in the middle. So I'm going to now come up, I've got my same colour thread, obviously you can keep changing, it's up to you, but I'm going to come up from inside, oops, and then I'm going to go up through one hole of my button and then down through the next. Oops, daisies. And then I'm just going to do it a second time as well, just so it's a bit stronger. With this embroidery thread though, it's nice and strong, so you don't have to do too many threads through. I've also got this glue coming off a bit as well. Let's put a bit more on there. Turns out I think this decoupage glue is quite thin because it's only meant for paper, but a regular thickness of PVA is fine. So that's that one. So our button is on. So now all we need to do is create a little loop for our button. I'm going to go for a different thread. And again, you could do this double, but ideally it's better single. It'll be tidier if it's single. Okay. We're going to now. Okay, so that's where we are. And I'm going to come up in the middle, in between the two eyes, and I'm going to do a little stitch just to anchor myself, and then I'm going to do another stitch, and this time I'm going to keep a loop. So I'm not going to pull my thread all the way through. I'm going to keep a loop like that, okay? And then make it a bit smaller. And then we're just going to do another little stitch on the spot, but being careful that you don't pull the loop through. And then another one. So these two, this glue's like, my eyes are falling off. It did work with this one that stuck, but for whatever reason it's not on this one. Okay, and then on the back just do another knot. I'm going to show you up close what I've just done because it's quite hard whilst I'm doing to show you the angle with this camera. Come on, glue, stick on. Okay. There we go. Oh, these eyes don't want to stay. Next time I shall use proper glue, not glitter glue. Okay, so there we go, and that is the loop. Can you see? So there was a stitch just to anchor my thread, then the second stitch is this, and then I stopped pulling it through at that point and then did a couple more stitches and knotted it off. And then that goes under there and closes and makes it fasten. And that's how you make one. So let's just go back again and have a look at the other ones that I've done. So exactly the same, this one. This is just circles like we did for the eyes and just stuck on all over if you want to do a spotty one. And then exactly the same technique with the loop and the button. This one is pretty much the same, but we haven't done a button yet, or I haven't. I've done my loop, and I decided to keep my stitching on this in black so it's not contrasting. And then this one, which I haven't yet finished, but is just an idea with flowers. So I cut 2 flower shapes out and then I overlapped them in a slightly twisted way so you can see the petals are going slightly apart. And then I stitched it on with a little cross stitch in the middle. And then I'm going to put a button there. So lots of ideas, guys, for you for what you could do. And I'm excited about seeing what you guys do. Especially those of you that have been very kindly sharing them all so we can all see them on Instagram. So Instagram or Facebook, pop them up and we can all have a look and get inspired by what you're making. And if you're putting it on Instagram, don't forget to use the hashtag #StayHomeAndSewAlong and then we can all find it. So that's it for our children's session this week. Next week we are going to be doing a mobile with felt flowers again. Just a reminder that these packs will be up online, so you'll be able to get hold of one tomorrow. And I'll mention it in the sew-along if you're watching, and if you're not going to be watching, then just keep your eyes peeled on our social media channels because we will be putting them in there. You also might want to sign up on our mailing list. I don't know if there's a link in the description box, but there certainly is. If you go onto our site, sewoverit.co.uk, there's a little pop-up that comes straight up. Sorry, normally the team would be here to support me and put that link up, but they're not at the moment. So yeah, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your Easter, and some of you are getting crafting for the afternoon. And I will see those of you who are tuning into this one next week, same time, for the flower mobile. And for those of you who are staying on and going to be tuning in at 2 o'clock today, I will be making a drawstring bag. Now I need to put my other ribbon in because it's fallen out, but this is what we're going to be making out of my Bombay spring fabric. And this is a lovely project obviously for us, but I'm going to suggest that you make one and give them to someone you know who works in the health service, in the NHS, and they can use it to wash their scrubs in. So at the moment, there's a lot of people who are unable, well, the hospitals are unable to wash all of the scrubs. So they're asking people to take them home and wash them after their shifts. And this way they can put them straight in here and then put this in the washing machine, and then they're not contaminating themselves from it. But I'll talk to you more about that then. Okay, see you at 2. Bye. Thanks for joining.